I mean, I think we all called that shit, Benjamin. I think we all knew it was going to happen. Like, we were like, because November 10th, that was kind of a far off date. And, I was like, there's a lot that could happen between then. Like, yep, there's a good chance she's going to cancel. And sure enough, she did. But yeah, look, this was from October 4th, she posted. So just a few days ago, Andrew Wilson versus Roma Army, November 10th. She posted this. Look, this is her account.
Rachel Wilson, Andrew Wilson's wife, was caught in some bimbo's comment section calling any man who follows me a pathetic simp and laughable idiots, in which I responded by telling Andrew Wilson that his dog got loose. And about an hour later, I got this text from Brian saying that Andrew wanted to debate me. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, sure, I can take this on, no problem. Here I thought he was going to debate me on maybe the fact that I used to do sex work. No, he wants to debate me on these topics. Apparently, I push a gay agenda, a trans ideology. I don't know if he thinks I'm trans or he just said to himself, oh, she's Canadian liberal. I'm going to pick out all the liberal ideologies that make Canadian liberals retards and attach them to Roma.
Well, no, it's actually because at the time your profile on X said trans, a trans ally, something to that effect. But she said that she was a trans advocate or something. So that's where he got that idea from. It's not just because you're a Canadian liberal. But you got the point here. And in nowhere in this video does she mention Andrew Wilson's going to pay a fee because she charges a fee to debate her. Nowhere does she bring up a fee or anything like that. And she announces it's November 10th. It's going down November 10th, right? So then last night, Andrew Wilson, let me scroll all the way up. Where's the post where Andrew Wilson, where was it at? Oh shit, she deleted this post. I shared a post that she said that she posted, she deleted it. She deleted it. Well, anyway, Andrew Wilson posted up a video or a post saying, here it is. I regret to inform you all, or all of you, that I was informed at the Roma Army has canceled our debate. I hope all is well. So, yes, that was the first news that broke out. And then she's been crashing out ever since and just straight up lying. So this was on the whatever podcast here where she super chatted herself. I can't wait to annihilate Andrew Wilson in the debate on November 10th on your channel. By the way, she paid $279.99 just to post this. She paid a lot of money just to post this. Huh? That's kind of weird for her to pay $280 to post that she can't wait to annihilate Andrew Wilson in the debate on November 10th on your channel. Keep making a difference, Brian. You're legendary. It's kind of weird, right? Kind of weird. She posted that. She spent $280 just to super chat that to Brian on whatever. But again, November 10th. And then there, look, November 10th. So then she posted this.
Andrew Wilson is pussied out of the debate, and instead of just admitting that, he's trying to claim that I canceled when I 1000% did. So now he wants to debate me. That'll be happening November 10th on the Whatever podcast. These are the text messages where Brian and I are trying to nail down a date. That'll be happening November 10th on the Whatever podcast. And because my dates didn't work with his dates, November 10th on the Whatever podcast, instead of just accommodating that and finding a date that works for the both of us, November 10th, he took it in his mind that I just canceled. Andrew Wilson is pussied out of the debate and posted this tweet. Yeah, I definitely didn't fucking cancel November 10th. I'm just super confused on how you can cancel something that didn't have a date laid down. That'll be happening November 10th on the Whatever podcast. Like, how does that make sense? Bro, you pussied out. You got scared. Let's just be real about it. So now he wants to debate me. That'll be happening November 10th on the Whatever podcast.
Wow, this footage was from back when Andrew Wilson was just a humble debater. He had the green screen thing going on. Anyway, so yeah, there you go. So now she's trying to lie and say that, oh, we never actually nailed down a date. Actually, we never nailed down a date. We were trying to come up with a date, even though she said multiple times November 10th was the date. So now she's just trying to straight up, like, does she think that the internet doesn't exist? Does she think that the internet cleanses itself day to day and they can't just look up old posts from a few days ago? Does she really think she could come on here and just lie and go, we were trying to figure out a date and he pussied out? Like, what if she's just straight up lying? And of course, her simp army is probably going to defend her, like, oh yeah, he was just too scared for you, Roma. Yeah, we know that he pussied out. But no, like, she's just straight up lying. And it's such brazen too. It's so brazen. Like, the videos of her saying November 10th were just from a few days ago. Just a few days ago. Not even a week has gone by. And she's already trying to come on here and say, well, actually, no, we actually never ironed out a date. We were trying to come up with a date that worked for everybody. And also, too, he doesn't want to pay my fee. That's another thing that she brings up. Andrew Wilson didn't want to pay my fee. And Andrew was like, well, you never brought up a fee. I will pay for it. If you want to do the November 10th date that you agreed to, I will pay your fee. But now she's trying to say, well, he's chicken because he didn't pay my fee and we actually never settle on a date. And so then she won't stop. She just keeps coming up and lying. This is, I saved this. Where did I oh wait, bookmarks. Here we go. This is from today. This was just like an hour or two ago, an hour and a half ago, I think, or a little over an hour ago. I thought everyone was going to take Andrew's side and claim that I pussied out when I clearly didn't. Well, you did. We all knew you were going to, and you did. But considering both him and his wife are getting called out by their own fans, who's calling out Andrew Wilson and Rachel? Who are calling them out? I'm not. No one else is. For backing out of the debate, then claiming I canceled. My faith has been restored. What world is this lady living in? I would never back out of a debate. I'm 6 years undefeated, and I never back down from a challenge. I mean, I guess you could be undefeated if you never debate. Yeah, like if you never debated, I guess you are undefeated. Thank you for the support and calling out these liars. So then she accompanied it with this video here.
The fact that so many people on Twitter and Instagram right now are trying to claim that I actually canceled the podcast with Andrew Wilson when I fucking didn't. So either you're stupid or you can't read. So let me break it down to you. Here I am texting Brian, right? I'm giving him the dates that I'm available in November. I've crossed some stuff out just for privacy and like surprise reasons. I want to surprise you guys, whatever, no big deal, right? I are negotiating back and forth. He's obviously middlemaning for Andrew Wilson. And
let's see if we could read. It's kind of hard to read here. I don't know if let's see, Brian. It's been really hard to schedule Andrew, so it has to be either the 8th or the 10th. Otherwise, no idea next time I have him on. I'm sorry that just doesn't work. I've been paid to be at these appearances. I can't skip them. What? But then how come this is so weird? Andrew can't do the 14th or 15th because that's when debate con is. So Andrew's not going to be available. Well, if he wants to do it, he's going to have to find some time in December. How much are you being paid for the protest thing? What? Nothing? Sorry, I'm not interested anymore. I'm the process of, I think she meant in the process of trying to nail down a date. He has posted that I canceled the whole debate. I won't entertain liars. Take care. Wow. Let me see if I could go back to the previous date. But the thing is, okay, so she had something else going on the 10th, a protest or something that she's not getting paid for. She said she said in the text, she's not getting paid nothing. Well, she's getting paid nothing. Well, why was she making videos then saying November 10th, I'm debating Andrew, November 10th?
Wilson, big deal, right? I are
Let me see if I could see if I could read these texts. November 7th, I'm in the UK for something else. November 19th, I'm in Colorado for a men's march. Oh, she's going to be a part of a men's march. Going to be marching right into her snatch. November 20th, I'm in Florida for the something. As you can see, I can't wiggle much. And then that's when he says, Andrew can't do the 14th or the 15th. And that's when she says, well, December. Okay. But why did you say November 10th? Why?
I want to surprise you guys, whatever, no big deal, right? I are negotiating back and forth. He's obviously middlemaning for Andrew Wilson. Andrew Wilson said that he couldn't do the 14th or the 15th. I literally replied that.
Okay, cool. You are covering it. So what's the deal here? She made some claims that I would like to see the evidence to. If not, then shut up. She made some claims that I would like to see the evidence here. Yeah, I mean, she's not in the text messages. Yeah, there's dates being negotiated, but there's something she's not revealing, because the thing is that she put out video. She announced, we all saw it. She announced November 10th, and she said it a few times. She even on the whatever podcast sent a super chat, a $280 super chat saying, I can't wait to annihilate Andrew on the 10th, November 10th. And then now she's claiming, well, we actually never settled on a date. So she's obviously lying. Thank you very much, Galactic Contradiction. I wonder how do you have to be? I wonder how do you have to be to go to a men's march? Yeah, I mean, what the heck's that about? Thank you very much, Galactic Contradiction, for the $4.99 demo. Oh, she makes more claims about Andrew and his wife. Okay, yeah. She talks a lot of shit and she doesn't want to debate.
If he wants to do it, he needs to find a date. Andrew Wilson said that he couldn't do the 14th or the 15th. I literally replied that if he wants to do it, he needs to find a date in December, right? This is not me canceling this debate. This is me trying to find a date that fucking works. So instead of responding with a date that works for him, he just went on Twitter and claimed that I canceled. I never canceled. Do you cancel a dentist appointment when you're in the middle of fucking booking it? I'm actually insulted because I've spent the last week doing research on Andrew, preparing my arguments. Like, I haven't been sleeping. I've been working really fucking hard at this. No, what really happened is he didn't want to be exposed live for the shit that I'm exposing him for, right? Like, for example, his wife having 3 baby daddies, even though he's adamantly against.
Everyone knows that already. That shit's already been out about Andrew. That's nothing new, lady.
That. For example, his wife basically pimping out her daughter to a Nick Fuentes fan who took nudes of her.
Wasn't that been debunked too? That's all of this stuff is just all anti, it's going to sound silly, but it's just all anti Andrew Wilson propaganda that's already been out there. All of this shit's already been talked about and discussed.
And used it to blackmail Andrew Wilson. No, Andrew Wilson thought that I was an idiot. And the moment that he found out
you are
that,
an
number
idiot.
1, his audience was on my side, and number 2, that I'm not fucking stupid, he found any way he could to back out and then blatantly lied to his audience. So if you guys can't read, that's not my problem. If you think that somebody trying to nail down a date for a debate, that rhymed, is them canceling it, then you're just fucking stupid. Last but not least, a lot of you are questioning why I would insist that Andrew pay for my ticket. Well, this is just common courtesy in the content creator world. Number 1, I have 3 times the following he does. Number 2, he's the one that called me for the debate. And number 3, I have to travel to another fucking country to do it. It's not fucking rocket science.
Isn't it up to Brian to do all that stuff? He's the host of this debate. So wouldn't that be up to Brian and the whatever podcast? Isn't he in charge of that? Isn't that why Crash Out Kylie was all like, oh, you need to give me my money, Brian. Oh.
Andrew Wilson backed out of this debate, not me.
Yeah, no. So apparently she says, well, we can't read. I guess we can't read and we also can't listen because we heard you saying November 10th. So if that wasn't a for sure date, why did you keep repeating it? So you were lying. You were clearly lying. And by the way, it's a joke. It's a joke to think that Andrew is scared of Chloe Roma here. Like, really? I mean, it's just a joke that Andrew Wilson would back out. That's the narrative that she's trying to push here. It's like, no, it's not that he backed out. You backed out. I think what happened is that I think she She said she started researching Andrew. She probably started researching Andrew, probably thought, oh shit, this is what I'm going up against, and thought of some kind of excuse like, hey, I forgot I can't do the 10th anymore. I had something that day. So we could push it back to December, huh? Maybe. And yeah, no. And the thing is, if she really wanted to debate Andrew, I saw Sarah Tomato post up a tweet saying, hey, look, I talked to Andrew. We could set up something this week where we could do an online debate. So she doesn't have to travel anywhere. She doesn't have to worry about any of that. All she has to do is just have her webcam set up, sit there in front of the laptop and debate Andrew through there. So will she do it? Probably not. Because this isn't about Andrew chickening out. It's her chickening out. She is the one that is backing out because I'm sure she realized, oh crap, I'm a little over my head here. And bada bing, bada boom. Her big finale for the debate was to open a pickle jar with her mouth. Holy shit. Damn. She realized she was fucked and still fucked herself anyways. Instant karma. She's actually lost subs. Andrew ain't lost any fans. Yeah. And then she's trying to claim that all of Andrew's fans are on her side. Well, that's a straight up lie. Who fucking believes that? No one believes that. Even on her comments where she like where I think under Andrew's and hers comments, people were like, man, even like there were people that were like, I like you both, but man, Chloe is kind of being Chloe's kind of being a coward here and all that stuff. So if anything, no, her fans are kind of turning on her, and now she's trying to lie about it and say, oh, actually, it's his fans turning on him. Yeah, she's crazy. She seems so stable. I mean, look at the neck tattoos and the nose. I mean, yeah. And remember, she was like, she used to be a gangbanger, she said. And I was like, what? She used to be in a gang? And I'm like, did she used to be in a gang or did she used to just do gang bangs? There's a difference there. Andrew does not back out, not worth his time. Why bother? Yeah. Moment of smug for her crash out, perhaps. Yeah. So she it's like she could have just canceled and quietly just kind of slithered back into her hole and kept doing her thing. But no, she's going out and she's lying on the way out and she's lied about a few things. See right here, if you see on her profile, she actually used to have something that said, oh, she's a trans ally and LGBTQ ally and all that stuff. She used to have it, but then when Andrew called her out, and then she was like, why do you think that I'm a trans activist? People pointed out, well, it's in your fucking bio, and she deleted it and changed it. So this is another video. She keeps crashing out. She just doesn't know how to take the L.
Just admitting Andrew Wilson is pussied out of the debate, and instead of just admitting that, he's trying to claim that I canceled when I 1000% did. These are the text messages where Brian and I are trying to nail down a date, and because my dates didn't work with his.
Okay, that's what I just played here. Is this another one here?
I can't tell you how annoyed I am at the fact that so many people on Twitter and Instagram right now are trying to claim that I actually canceled the podcast with Andrew Wilson when I fucking didn't. So either you're stupid or you can't read. So let me break
Yeah, that's what I just played. And then she posted up this post right here. Let the record show that I asked for 3 days to nail down a date in which Andrew Wilson refused to do so, even after his wife couldn't shut the fuck up. Then he tweeted that I canceled when I was still waiting for a date for December, a date even though she announced November 10th. His cult following is too stupid and blind to read screenshots, but at least my community isn't. But wait a minute, I thought we were turning on Andrew and Rachel. I thought we were siding with you. So what is it? Are we too stupid? Or are we actually siding with you? What's going on here? Your saint just got destroyed before it even all started, all because he wanted to lie and run away from the truth. Jeez. She just can't stop. Like this woman, again, yeah, like you could already tell that she's a little off her rocker with the neck tattoos and the arm tattoos. I already figured that as soon as I saw this woman on the whatever podcast, that was my first exposure to her. And I saw the type of fans she had in the chat. They're like, yeah, go Roma. Yeah. Woo woo, Roma, you nail them, Roma. You do it. You debate them. Yeah, you own them. And I was like, okay, I see what's going on here. I see what's going on. I mean, you see the tattoos, you see the way she's dressed, and then like you already know what's going on here. And it's like, wait, she's a men's rights activist. There's something up. And sure enough, there is. And she's been really exposed, but we all knew it. We all knew that she was full of shit. Men's rights activist. Screw this woke beta. Yeah. I knew of her before, whatever, and I've always thought she was a lying. See you next Tuesday. Full of contradictions. Yeah. She's a rough, tough cream puff. Why would we read screenshots about a date that didn't matter when you both agreed on the 10th of November? Exactly. Like, does she, again, like, she's like really counting on us to, she's really counting on us to not have it, like, to have memories of goldfishes and not remember that just a few days ago she said November 10th. I was laughing at this. Christian M. I bet she was a juggalo back in the day. Oh, jeez. She claimed that Brian treats his workers bad. Oh, so now she's attacking Brian now. Good to see you, Dr. Dickhead. I thought she was so excited to wreck Andrew Wilson on the 10th. Exactly. Yeah, I talked about that. Yeah. How she spent $280 on a super chat on the whatever podcast that said, oh, yeah, I can't wait to annihilate Andrew Wilson on the 10th. I knew she was full of shit from the start. Her fake men's rights advocacy is all rooted in feminism. Yeah. Another one of these covert feminists that thinks that they could just say a few nice things about men and all these simp men are be like, oh, yeah, Roma. And then she go be like, oh, yeah. And by the way, I have a not safe for work Patreon. Subscribe. That's where you can see my boobies. And they're like, oh, okay. Whoa. She says nice things about men and she shows us her boobies. Sign me up. I think Canadian Gangbanger was on the drink menu at TGI Fridays. I know, right? 36 watching, 18 likes. Hit the like button, y'all. Yeah, thank you very much, Agrilopoulos. Good to see you, by the way. Yeah, she totally does look like she smells like spoiled mayonnaise. The attitude of one, too. Yeah, no problem, man. That was funny. She's probably a juggalo. I mean, she definitely a Canadian juggalo. Is there anything that's worse? She still got the YT short up showing the debates on for November 10th as well. That's great. That's rich. She can't scrub at all. Let me look up her TikTok. Let me see if she has any her videos. Because I think that's where she mostly does TikTok, like her content. I think it's mostly on TikTok. Let me see if she's posted up more cope on there.
Are your business getting?
Nope. Nothing new. The last thing was from 5 days ago. She looks like she smells like patchouli oil and stale jizz. Gross. Stale jizz. Damn. Not even fresh jizz. Not even fresh jizz, you know? It's the stale jizz. Ugh. Yeah, she does look like Andy Samberg. Yeah, she really does. Andy Samberg in a wig. Totally. It's ma'am. Yeah. Yeah, so that's all with that's what's going on with Chloe Roma. So, I would have loved to, I was excited to see that, but I also knew that this debate might not happen. You just kind of knew. Let me see if Andrew said anything. Oh, so someone he posted this. Uh, he posted this, so I guess someone left a comment. So did you not say it was for the 10th on your page? I vaguely remember that. The 10th no longer worked for me, so I asked to push it literally 3 days later. It wasn't that complicated, and it was no reason to say I canceled. I just wanted to move the date, and considering we are over a month out, it's acceptable to do that. So, again, what's your story? Is your story that you wanted to move the date, or was it that you never settled on a date? What's the official story here? Again, so she's full of lies. So clearly she's lying. Clearly she's trying to pussy out. And that's what's going on here. And the fact of the matter is, she's not going to take. Let me find Raging Tomatoes freaking post. Considering she's probably not going to take Sarah's offer over here, since the in person debate scheduling isn't working, Andrew Wilson is agreeable to allow me to host a virtual debate this week and this week only. This week only. For the two of you, I've DM'd you and emailed. I can get you both set up ASAP. Yeah. Do you think she's gonna? You think she's gonna respond to Sarah? No, probably not. Yeah, she was doing all this research on Andrew. She was excited to debate him. But if that were really the case, she would be like, "Yeah, Sarah, let's do it. Let's do an online debate." But she won't. She still has the posts up on her X too. Right here, October 4th, the first saying November 10th, and here's her again, November 10th. So she still has those posts up. Like, why is she? What is she doing? So I already talked about the whole Roma drama earlier. Basically, she has backed out of the debate. So I guess Andrew here is giving her a second chance. I haven't watched this yet. So let's see what Andrew has to say.
So I wanted to clear the air on what's going on between myself and Roma Army on this potential debate we were supposed to have on November 10th on the Whatever podcast. For some reason, she has a lot of trouble just plainly laying out facts. I have no such issues. So this won't be very long,
No
and I'll
such
walk you
issues.
through it. Debate was scheduled between myself and this woman on November 10th on the Whatever podcast. Here's all of the receipts which prove that she not only knew that, but was bragging about it a lot. A lot, a lot. Now, that you now that you can see clearly that she not only knew we had a debate scheduled for the 10th, but was clearly very excited about it. I got a message from Brian. This message was it was yesterday. And he just said, so Chloe Roma can't do the 10th or any of the other dates that you're here. And I said, and I just kind of laughed because I thought it was ironic that after all that promoting and bragging, she suddenly couldn't do the date or any of the dates that I happened to be at the Whatever studio.
Yeah, that's so convenient, huh? She couldn't do any of the dates that he was going to be there, huh? Kind of weird how that happened.
So anyway, I posted on X. Here's the post. It just says simply, she canceled the debate and hope everything's okay. That's all I said. And she freaked out. So her response went over the fact that I wouldn't pick a date or there's something about a fee. I have nothing to do with any fee. I've never had any direct contact with this woman at all. Not a single DM back and forth. All of this was handled through Brian. So I don't know anything about fees. And on top of that, let me just point out that the date was already set. So anyway, if you have a debate lined up on a date and then you don't want to do that date anymore, that's canceling. There's no way to spin that. It's just plain canceling. You're canceling. Now, her spin is I'm trying to reschedule it. Okay. Rescheduling it in person in Santa Barbara for me is a nightmare. Obviously, I do a lot of work in media. I don't have time to drop everything and fly out for Roma, and she's in another country. So here, I'll give you a compromise. Let me pull up all of the dates that I'm available to do a video debate. Okay, I'll pull those up real quick. This way, we can just do the debate. We don't have to worry about flying anywhere, doing any of that. We don't have to worry about anything. Okay. Nothing. We could just do them. All right. Got the calendar in front of me. So here's all the days that I'm available to do a video debate. Tonight, October 9th. I'm available October 10th. Available October 11th. The 12th, the 13th, the 14th, not the 15th. I have a large debate scheduled there that and I can't switch those up. The 16th, the 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th. All those dates are open where I can move my schedule around to do this debate in the evening. The evening won't work. We can do early afternoon. If early afternoon won't work, we can do the morning. Now, some potential well poisoning. Smoky Man bad, so I'm not going to do the debate anymore. Okay, well, whatever you think of me personally should have nothing to do with whether or not you're debating the issues that we agreed to debate. Poisoning the well too. Now I'm upsetty spaghetti because Andrew said that I canceled the debate, which she did on the 10th. She canceled it. I don't know what else to tell you. That's a cancellation. If you call somebody and you say, "Hey, we're going to have lunch tomorrow at noon," and they say, "Okay," and then you call them at 11 the next day and say, "Hey, I can't make it to lunch." That's canceling. You're canceling. Now you could say, "I'd like to reschedule for a different lunch day," but you have definitely canceled lunch. So anyway, other potential well poisoning. I'm not going to do it now because I want a fee. It's a video debate. It's literally a video debate, which you can live stream to your channel and collect super chats. So that excuse doesn't work. Basically, there's no excuses. I just gave you a huge block of time. Now, let's assume for a second that those dates don't work. Okay. We can do the 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, 29th, 30th, or 31st too. Will any of those work? I got a feeling none of those are going to work. Why do I have a feeling?
Yeah.
That she'll have time to shit on camera, but not time to actually do this debate. Then, but other potential well poisoning. She may not like the moderator. Okay, I suggest Sarah Tomato's channel. If you don't like that moderator, pick whatever fucking moderator that you want, within reason, as long as they have a reputation for being unbiased. I'll go do the debate on their channel. So you can't use that as an excuse either. So you're basically fresh out of excuses. So if you want to do this debate, we can do it via video. We can do it this week. I just gave you a whole range of dates all through October where you can pick any of those days and we can do this debate, any of them. But you have to commit that you're actually going to do it. So that way you don't lock the fucking day in and then you just once again cancel because, I don't know, your cat gets sick or something. So anyway, that's what's going on. Hope to hear back.
So there you have it. That was Andrew's response to the whole Chloe Roma situation. Yeah, so apparently she's claiming to be busier than Andrew, right? Yeah. Earlier I covered her excuses of the text messages that she put. Apparently she's scheduled to go to a men's rights march and she's got some other stuff going on. She's going to be going on another podcast. But you would think that this would make it easier for her, right? You would think it would make it easier to not have to fly anywhere or travel, to just do a video debate. If she really could school Andrew, right? She could really demolish Andrew in a debate. You would think she'd be like, yeah, let's do this online. That would be way easier for the both of them. They don't have to travel anywhere. It would be great. But yeah, like Andrew said, I think it's pretty much going to be she's still going to find excuse after excuse. But again, what doesn't make sense to me is that they both settled on November 10th, right? But then what happened? What else came up? So did something else come up that she was going to be paid money for? In the text that she sent to Brian that she showed on a screen, it said that she wasn't being paid anything. Brian even said, "How much are you going to be paid for this podcast that you're going to be doing?" She said nothing. That's what she said. So she's just obviously full of shit. I'm pretty sure this is virtual gravy. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, that is why I did not set up the stream. Wait, no, I don't agree with the emotional intelligence. She totally chickened out. I think, yeah, what we all think is that She was in over her head. She didn't realize what she was getting into. She didn't really know too much about Andrew. She thought, and she even said that like in her videos where she said November 10th, I'm going to be debating Andrew. She's like, oh, she thought it was weird that he wanted to talk about these issues. And you could tell she was kind of like she probably thought it was just going to be him coming in there just being a misogynist or something like that, you know? But no, he actually presented her with three well-written topics there, and she had a problem with it. Like, what? I thought you just wanted to come in there and call me a bitch, and I was just gonna say, well, you're a misogynist dickhead. And I thought that's what she thought it was gonna be about. But when she saw that he was actually gonna have topics that he wanted to talk about, like the issues, and then she actually went and maybe saw some of his debates previously on some of these issues, then I think she was like, ah, shit, I'm actually kind of a little bit over my head here. Can we maybe push back this debate? And now she's making it seem like Andrew backed out. We all know Andrew didn't back out. We all know she's running scared. So why does she have to lie about it? She should at least just be quiet about it, kind of just slither back to where she came from and just hope and pray everyone forgets about this in a few days. But instead, she's crashing out hard. So yeah, thanks for sharing this with me, Emmett, and thank you for the chat for telling me about this. What did you guys think about this? Leave a comment in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this, and if you like to see more content like this, I have a screen full of playlists that I think you'll enjoy. Also, make sure you subscribe to the Crucibles channel. That's where Andrew Wilson is on. I have a link down in the description down below.